Wagwan! What is good, YouTube fam? YouTube familia? It is your boy, Damien, aka the Melanated Tiger, back at it again with some more videos, some more truth, some more knowledge right in your face. Yeah, I know, it's been a minute. I don't want to repeat the same shit every single time and sound like a broken record, but you know, it's a nice ass day outside, you know. Decided it'd be a good time to get back on this video grind, you know. I just do this shit for fun, really. I just do this just to get at these wacky ideas out my head. But yeah, man, your boy, life's been good, you know. Just on the grind, trying to keep that PMA, trying to just survive and thrive, you know. You only live once, so might as well make the best of it. Why be miserable and worry about haters or what crazy people or what people think about you, man? Just enjoy it while you can. But you know, that ain't really the point of this. The point of this video is to talk about a concept called tribalism. And what tribalism is this concept or the state of living in like tribes or groups depending on common causes and interests, like, you know, like the caveman days. Like the cavemen had to live in tribes in order to survive, because getting food and resources wasn't as convenient as it was nowadays. You couldn't just go on Uber Eats or go to your local convenience store to grab food. You had to go out and either fight other tribes for resources or food, or hunt predators, or hunt prey, hunt animals. And that's why tribalism was a necessity to survive. I don't think many of us would be here today without tribalism, to be honest. But it was a necessity in order to survive back then. But fast forward to 2021, I feel as if it is not as necessary as it once was. And I'm going to get into that in a few. I feel like, well, growing up, I was taught to, like, you know, stick with your own little melanated peoples or whatever, and like, oh man, the white man's the devil, they're keeping us down, which is honestly, now that I really think about it, I mean, there's some truth to it, but a lot of it's just a bunch of BS, to be honest, because it's really just this whole like victim narrative that you can't really succeed because of something that's out there. And I mean, yes, there are racist people out there still, that's never going to change, but that doesn't mean that you just can't try. But anyway, that's not even the point of this. The point is that when I was growing up, I was kind of brainwashed to kind of stick with my own. But then, well, I had a kind of unique situation growing up, because I eventually moved away from California to be up here with my dad and my sister, and we were kind of isolated up here in Washington, away from the rest of my family. So eventually, I kind of, I kind of started venturing out, started kind of like looking out and like kind of like looking into other cultures. I was a really curious person. I started looking into like how other people live around the world, and this made me make friends that are not melanated. I mean, it's America, for crying out loud. It's a very diverse, very beautiful country, and I wanted to take advantage of that. I wanted to make friends regardless of like what they look like. Like, I feel like throughout my life I've had close friends of pretty much like every ethnicity. Like, I've had close Hispanic homies, I've had, I mean, of course, really close African American homies too, and I've had close white homies, like white Christian homies, and I've had Asian homies, man. I've had Native homies, I've had homies of all different shades and colors. And that's because I realized just because someone is different from you or they're not part of your culture does not mean that you can't be friends with them. In today's day and age, it's not really a necessity to stick with your own to survive, because there's no like threats out there. We're not in a constant state of warfare like we once were back in the day. Or I mean, who knows, man? There could be a civil war, some societal breakdown or something, but that's beside the point. I mean, right now, as of June 16th, 2021, we're in a perpetual state of peace. So therefore, what's the point of sticking with your own in such a diverse country? Is it because it's just more comfortable, it's more convenient that those people of your culture share your same values? I mean, sure, but wouldn't you rather be curious and get to know how somebody else lives their lives and what they do, in order to not be ignorant and break the cycle of ignorance and hatred that kind of permeates this country? Wouldn't you rather do that? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like in high school, I'm not trying to throw shade at certain people, but that's all I noticed. All I noticed was just people would just, like at lunch, they would just go with their own. It was like segregation never went away. Let's see, for example, like all the Vietnamese was sitting at this one table, or just Asians in general, all the Hispanics, and then all the black kids, and me. Guess what I did? I went to the table where everybody was mixed up, where it was just, it was a whole bunch of nerds, but it was very diverse. Like, you had every single shade there, and it was based because we all liked video games and anime and whatnot. And I feel like that right there is a true representation of America right there. Unity based off of subcultures and things that are inherently like American. Not saying anime and like video games are American, but they are a part, they've now been integrated into American culture. Like, a lot of people like that, so that helps bring people together through subcultures. Even like rock music and even rap music. That's one of the cool parts about like the whole hip-hop culture nowadays, and rap culture, is that you see a lot of different people embracing it. It isn't just an exclusive melanated thing. It was started by us, yeah, sure, based off of all the struggles and shit. But now, man, it's like everybody's a part of it, and it's not even our culture. Ours is the melanated culture has been long lost. In case you haven't realized, that's not even like our culture. I mean, it is our culture, but it's like others are taking it and embracing it too, and I'm completely fine with that, because I embrace that culture too. But I also love like Rasta culture, like the time I'm rocking right now, and like rock culture as well. And that's helped me personally to connect with so many different people that I normally wouldn't have connected with if I didn't have such an open mind and had ventured out in my early years. So that's why I'm saying tribalism just doesn't make any sense unless we're like, there's some kind of like threat out there. Like, if there's like some kind of like civil war, or like we go to war with China or Russia or something, then we can bring back all this tribalism shit, like American tribalism, like in World War II, like the whole patriotism thing. That is when I feel like tribalism is necessary, when there is an imminent threat that needs to be addressed. But if we are in a constant perpetual state of peace, like we are now, as of today, because you never really know what's going to happen, then I feel like, well, really, what's the point? You're just basically just staying in your comfort zone. And people wonder why people are so just in their own little fishbowl or ignorant of like how other people live their lives, like assuming like all Muslims are terrorists, assuming all melanated men are thugs or gonna rob you, assuming what's another dumb stereotype, like Asians drive slow or that all of them are smart. Well, that's not really a negative stereotype, but or all these bullshit things the media and society in general tries to ingrain into our subconscious. It's ridiculous. It's why I don't really follow or just believe in this whole tribalism thing, man. It's just not really necessary, man. There's so much out there to take in, to learn from, and there's so many people, so many different people of so many wide, diverse backgrounds to meet. It doesn't really matter, man. Like, skin color doesn't mean shit, man. You're either a good person or a piece of shit. And with that, that's all I have to say about this video. But with that being said, man, whoever's watching this, thanks for tuning in. It's not really the best of quality, I know. I'm still working on this channel. It's just something just to do for fun, really, man. But I just really appreciate anybody's watching this, man. Shout out to the Thai fam, the homie Karn or Nathan, Jupiter, all y'all, man. Y'all are some of my biggest supporters out there. And anybody else, forgot what your name is, but you said you were gonna make me an intro and you commented on my other video. Shout out to you. I really apologize. It's been a while since I've checked my YouTube, but yeah, man. If you like this video, man, like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully I get some more content out there. I'm gonna try and mix it up, try to like get some different shit out there. Hopefully get an actual camera and try to like I just said, change it up a little bit, not just do the same shit. But yeah, with that being said, man, hope y'all have a good blessed day. Stay positive out there. Keep that PMA. Don't let people bring you down. Keep doing you and be yourself and love yourself and know that you are good enough, because you are perfect the way you are, and nobody on this planet is perfect, and everybody is striving to improve. And with that being said, peace.